Well, hello. My drug of choice was rock cocaine and more. I first was introduced to it by some friends, and the first time I took a quote hit, the first thing that came out of my mouth was, "Ooh, I am in love with it. I love it." And I was off to the races then. My life became very complicated. I was married at that particular time. I had kids, and eventually I went through a divorce. I was married for 27 years, was with my ex for 30, and we've been divorced now for, it'll be 10 years in November. Let's see. As the disease progressed and as I began to want more, and I could not hide what I was doing, my life became really complicated. I was in medical school at that particular point in time. My ex-husband and I separated. I ended up with my 4 kids, and I lost everything that I had, and we moved into an affordable apartment. A lot of things happened, but I used against my will. I could not stop. I ended up one particular day at, I want to say a friend's house, but it was a dope man's house, and got raided, got busted. And that's the first time that I have, and thank God the last time, that I have been in that type of trouble. I went to jail. I had 6 months probation, and I think I had 10 hours of community service. I did that, but I couldn't stop using. My marriage was in trouble. I decided that, you know, a moment of clarity there, that I needed help. Didn't know where to go or what to do. So I ended up just flipping through the pages and went to see a counselor that would help get my marriage back together. I thought would fix us. But in return, he told me that I need to see about myself. And he referred me to Tri-County Human Services Detox. I went there, stayed there. I went through Razoo, another facility for Tri-County, and then I came to Agape. Well, in the midst of all of that, I think my marriage was just broken to smithereens, and my ex divorced me while I was in treatment. I stayed here. This is a 6 months program. I stayed here 2 days left in my 6 month stay, and I broke a rule. And rules just did not apply to me. So my director at that particular time, you know, said that, you know, I can remain here, but I needed to stay a little longer. And I didn't want to hear that because they don't know me that well, so I left. I relapsed. I relapsed because, not because I left, but because I did not apply the things that I had learned through Razoo and through Agape. But, and I continued to use. But what stuck in my mind, I can continue to hear the counselors tell me that I am loved and I can be loved. That it's just one day at a time. I don't need to think about tomorrow. I just need to think about one day at a time. And that there is help for me here. My relapse wasn't an enjoyable one, but I did know where I can come back for help. And I came back for help. I went back through detox. I went back through Razoo. And I came back through Agape again. And I learned that rules do apply. We need rules in our life. I needed structure. And today I am a structured person. And I can live in today. I can focus on what I'm doing right here, right now, and don't have to project about the future. What what I learned is that I am lovable. Someone can love me, and I can in return love someone else because I am worthy of that. I learned so many things here at Agape that contributed to where I am today. Today I am a productive member of society. I am able to give back to young ladies what was so freely given to me, a gift of love. And I can love. I can empathize, sympathize. And it's not all about me. What I love is helping someone, to let them know that they can help themselves.
Okay. Ready? Prior to receiving Agape services, when I got to Agape and got to Tri-County, I had drug charges pending, DCF involvement, I had no driver's license, and was pretty much homeless. I learned through a dependency court caseworker about Tri-County. I did outpatient for a little bit of time and could not stay clean and sober, and she referred me to a program called RAZU, which is a residential facility in Bartow, inpatient. At the time it was a 63-day program. I admitted myself after attending a DCF court hearing 3 weeks after I received my drug charge. Was put on the waiting list and waited just over 2 weeks and was admitted to that program. Completed it, and in the process I had family court going on with my youngest child, and I lost permanent custody of him while I was in RAZU. My older two children, I had DCF involvement, went through that process, came to Agape, which is another Tri-County facility. It's a halfway house in Winter Haven. While at Agape, I realized that I needed to work on myself and closed out my DCF case plan. I began stroke court with Pope County court system. It was a diversion program to prevent me from, being a convicted felon. I completed that program. It was 18 months. So along with doing inpatient treatment, I also did that program. Completed it a year after I completed Tri-County Human Services treatment successfully. While receiving services at Agape, my sober job was at a local fast food restaurant. While there, I learned a lot about myself and how to interact effectively with other people and different cultures and backgrounds. And I learned how to do that successfully while in treatment. I went into management there, and while working there, part-time position became open for Tri-County in the halfway house. I applied and I began working at Agape part-time. Love my job. Love my job. I have been with Tri-County for over 5 years now, working with other clients and teaching them how to not be here and live in society without using drugs and alcohol, and become, productive members of society. So today, I have a great relationship with my children, my family, and even myself. I kind of like myself today a little more than I used to. So Tri-County has given me back me. I love the staff, the hope, and I just pray that I can carry that message on to our clients we have now, and in the future persons we served. Thank you.
10 years ago, I was an IV drug user. I was wrapped up in the methamphetamine world, and I saw no way out. By the grace of God, I was introduced to Tri-County Human Services. I went through the detox program. I went through the outpatient. I needed an additional level of care, so that I was put into the Razoo Center for Women, which is the residential unit. From there, I went on to Agape, and from Agape, I went into permanent housing. Today, I am a full-time employee. I have custody of my son. I have been drug-free for 10 years. I am a taxpayer. I am a registered voter. I am an active participant in my life and in my community. I don't feel without residential treatment that I would have had the opportunities that I have now today. I didn't use drugs because I wanted to. I used drugs because that was the only life I knew. With the help of Tri-County, I learned another way to live, and that's a life of clean and sober today.